Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you're doing well. Today we're just going to take a quick look at a new pair of Joy-Con that I've added to my collection from GameTraderZero, and it's just going to be a simple video taking a look at the beautiful details of this custom set. So if you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on everything happening with the channel. And with that out of the way, let's take a look. So I first came across GameTraderZero's shop a few months ago, and they had some really cool looking sets. So I picked one up, and there were all those rumors going around about Game Boy games coming to Nintendo Switch Online, and I noticed that GameTraderZero put up a pair of custom original DMG Game Boy Joy-Con, and I thought, oh cool, I will get this set ahead of what seemed like an imminent announcement of Game Boy games coming to the Switch. But then, of course, as we all know, it ended up being Nintendo 64 games and Sega Genesis games coming to Nintendo Switch Online instead. I do think that we will still see Game Boy games added, maybe to the base service instead of like to the expansion pack. So yeah, I'm all set to go when Game Boy games finally do get announced, but I guess until then, I've just got this beautiful pair of custom Game Boy Joy-Con to use until that happens. So as you can see, they are a faithful homage to the original DMG Game Boy with the gray housing here, and then the face buttons being colored the same kind of very specific, almost like maroon, and then we've got the speaker grill as well, kind of painted on there. Also have a D-pad added instead of the 4 individual face buttons, and it feels really good, nice and clicky. Doesn't seem to have much of a rocker in the middle, but that's okay. I haven't had any issue with it. And you can see you've also got the A, B, X, and Y on the face of the Joy-Con there, just like with the Game Boy. And then there's also, it's kind of a subtle detail, but there is the concave area around the A and B buttons and the D-pad as well. And these kind of have that exaggerated on the Joy-Con with a darker shadow around the A, B, and X and Y, and then a circle around the D-pad. I do like that. I think it would be a little more plain without those details. And as you can see, these are maybe a little of like a cooler or darker gray than the original Game Boy, but it is pretty close. I do really like that the shoulder buttons and like the capture and home and plus and minus buttons match the darker gray of the bezel around the Game Boy screen. And overall, the Joy-Con feel great, just like with the last set. Kind of have a little bit of a soft touch feel to the housing compared to the stock Joy-Con. I think that feels really nice. All the buttons perform just as they normally would, nice and clicky. And one of the coolest details that GameTraderZero does is if you want to, you can pay a little extra to have them color the LED buttons on the rails. So if you don't get that done, you know, they'll just be the standard green, like with the regular Joy-Con. But I love the red LEDs for this set specifically. It just really drives home that retro look of the like power light of the Game Boy. Just really cool retro vibes. And another really cool detail of this pair is if you go into the controller menu, you can see that they have been programmed to show up as custom Game Boy Joy-Con. So yeah, I think, you know, the only thing at this point that could make these any better would be having a library of Game Boy titles to play on the Switch, like some of the original Pokemon games, stuff like that. So hopefully that happens soon. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Just a quick little video showing off my latest pair of my growing Joy-Con collection. So let me know down in the comments what you think of these, and let me know if you are happy with Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis games coming to Nintendo Switch Online, or were you like me, kind of hoping that we got Game Boy instead of Sega Genesis? If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like on your way out, and also consider subscribing. And until the next video, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.